Like, don't piss me off today. Don't piss me off today. Hey nerds, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another trope video. We're gonna be talking about the best friend's brother trope. But before we get into that, please leave a like. It really helps me and I appreciate it. Thank you. Now let's get into this. So I said I was gonna talk about this trope, I think last month when I was doing my Read and Rouge over, what's it called? What's that book called? Twisted Love. That was a time. Yeah, I referenced it in that video and I just thought, why not expand on that, talk about it some more. So I have 3 examples that I want to talk about and go over that perpetuate this trope. Got 3 movies and a book, so get settled in, okay? Before I get into like the examples that I compiled, I want to just do a little crash course on what the best friend's brother trope is. It kind of sounds, you know, self-explanatory, but if you don't know, here's a little explanation. So there's usually 2 best friends, right? One of them has a brother. Somewhere down the line, the other best friend falls in love with the brother. Usually they're like secretly dating or screwing each other. Then the truth comes out and then the best friend is just hurt and feels betrayed and there's this big blow up. And then the best friend stops talking to their brother and their best friend. Usually apologies fixes everything because, you know, it's fiction. But that's how the trope goes. Alright, so let's talk about the first example of this trope. The kissing booth. Now I already know I use this movie as an example in my worst teen movie tropes video, but that movie is so full of bad tropes, it is applicable to this one as well. So the main character, Elle, has been best friends with Lee her entire life. And they have this whole list of rules regarding their friendship that has to do with their friendship. Frankly, I think it's childish and unhealthy that they have a list of rules, you know, based around their friendship. But okay. One of the rules is that it is forbidden, unallowed for them to date each other's siblings. Spoiler alert, Elle ends up dating Noah like later on in the movie and they're secretly like sneaking around and, you know, dating behind Lee's back and stuff. When Lee finds out, girl, he is pissed. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's like, how could you? Why didn't you tell me? That was the one rule that you broke that really matters. Da 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 da. He is not having a good time. And he's also mad at his brother because, you know, how could you steal my best friend from me? Like, oh my god. Truly, I think he was overreacting. He was doing way too much in this moment. Now let me say this. I understand the aspect of Lee feeling betrayal coming from Noah because their entire life Noah has been the better, the more athletic, the more popular, the more attractive older brother. And Lee spent all his life living in Noah's shadow. His friendship with Elle was the one thing that was his own. And so when Noah kind of came and I guess took Elle from him, that's what it was giving. He felt betrayed. He felt hurt. That hurt his little feelings. I understand that whole thing, I do, but why throw a temper tantrum? Why are you getting so upset? Is it really the end of the world that your best friend is dating your brother? Here's what I don't understand. That's your best friend. You literally grew up with this girl and y'all spend every waking moment together. Wouldn't her dating Noah be beneficial for you? Because now that she's dating Noah, she has 2 reasons to come over to your house. You could spend twice as much time with her. I'm not, see, I don't get it. And also, why does she have to choose between the 2 of you? That's a bad friend. Like, you are a bad friend if you're going to give me an ultimatum. You either stay best friends with me and stop dating my brother, whom they were in love, okay? She not gonna stop dating him. Or you can like date my brother, but you will never talk to me ever again. What kind of friend are you? You're supposed to be my best friend, my true friend, a good friend. Good friends don't do that. Bad friends do that. And if they break up, like, how does that affect you? What does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? Like, yeah, Elle and Noah may, like, you know, be on the outs. if they break up and then, you know, it may be a little awkward, but okay, a little awkwardness is not gonna hurt nobody. Like, that's your best friend, so you mean you're just gonna stop seeing your best friend altogether if she breaks up with your brother? That, like, don't piss me off today. Don't piss me off today. I just think he was doing too much. Lee was an insecure, immature, toxic baby, because he's acting way too possessive of Elle. Like, best friend or not, that type of behavior is unhealthy and uncalled for. That's just, no. Next example that I want to talk about is Ginny and Georgia. So one of the main characters, Ginny, she moved to Wellsbury and she befriends this eccentric and quirky girl named Maxine. Maxine has a twin brother named Marcus, who Ginny takes a liking to very quickly. And after knowing each other all of 2 seconds, Ginny and Marcus end up hooking up. Why is it always next to my house? So they keep flirting with each other on and off, all that stuff, keeping their situationship, I guess, a secret. I say on and off because Ginny ends up dating Hunter for a little bit and she's still flirting with Marcus over the phone during that. So she was cheating physically and emotionally. So somewhere down the line, Max finds Marcus's phone and then she sees all of the messages between Ginny and Marcus, exposing literally everything. So this pisses her off. She is seething. She's angry, okay? She mad. Yeah, she's pissed off. She's avoiding Ginny, ignoring her, all that stuff, giving her the cold shoulder and everything. So Ginny finally confronts Max. She's like, why are you ignoring me? What did I do? I love you so much. You're my best friend. Like, just tell me what I did wrong. And she's like, you had sex with my brother. She is caught red-handed, love, okay? So there's like this big fight out in the hallway and all this stuff. They fight. They end up not being friends anymore. And then, you know, of course, Max is mad at Marcus because she's like, how could you? Oh my God. I also think that Max was overreacting. Let me explain. Now, was Ginny wrong for hiding it and doing it behind Max's back? Absolutely. I agree with that aspect. She was wrong for hiding it and lying to her about it, okay? And then there was also this moment in the show where Max was planning to lose her virginity and she was saying how Ginny and her should like do it on the same night and how they'll be closer that way. It's so cool that they'll be losing it together. And meanwhile, this entire time, Ginny already did it. She lost it to your twin brother, babe. I'm so sorry. So she was betrayed in that aspect as well because she lied about being a virgin or whatever and sharing that special moment with her, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Max is such a supportive and loving friend. I feel like if Ginny just told Max from the jump that they were like messing around or like, you know, fooling around, she would have been okay. I get it. I do. But she was fooling around with your brother at first with no strings. Like, it's not the end of the world, love. Worse things have happened. Worse things can happen. This was not one of them. The way that Max was acting, I feel like her and Lee would be best friends. Like, they act just about the same when it comes to this stuff. The next example that I want to get into is Bridgerton. I love this show. I don't know how I haven't rewatched it more than 5 times already. I'm about to rewatch it when the new season drops, but that's besides the point. I'm about to spoil it a little bit, okay? So if you haven't seen the show or read the books, probably want to skip ahead for this. If you don't care, stay. So there's 3 characters that are involved in this trope, or are going to be involved in this trope. You have Eloise and Colin Bridgerton, who are brother and sister, and you have Penelope, who is Eloise's best friend and has a major, huge, mega crush on Colin. And she's had a crush on him for some time now, love. And it's obvious that they have something going on between them, you know, a little banter and, you know, flirtatious vibes, if you will. I brought up Bridgerton because I feel like the potential conflict in this upcoming season is going to explore this trope. I don't know if it does. I haven't read the books, but this is like my theory, you know. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna give you a minute. So Eloise and Penelope had a falling out because Eloise found out that Penelope was actually Lady Whistledown and she was mad that she didn't tell her. Eloise felt some type of way because, you know, being that they're best friends, they're supposed to trust each other no matter what and tell each other everything. And so when Penelope hid this one thing from her, that pissed her off. Now, in this upcoming season, in volume 3, we're gonna see how Colin and Penelope's romantic relationship is gonna progress. And I'm waiting to see how Eloise is gonna react to this, being that her and Penelope aren't even friends anymore. I wonder if she's gonna try and get in Colin's head and trying to like sway his opinion about Penelope because she don't like her like that no more. I just want to see if the show is gonna explore this trope. It might be possible. Those of you who read the book probably already knows how it's gonna go. Don't tell me, I want to find out for myself. So that was all of my movie slash show tropes, but I'm gonna do a book trope added into this as well. I don't want to give this book any more airtime, but it fits the trope. It does. I'm gonna talk about it. Twisted Love. Y'all, I despise that. That book. If you haven't seen my reading rouge over that book, this video right here, go watch it. It's a time. I already talked about this headache of a book, but I'm gonna bring it up again because of the trope. Not only is this book like a sunshine grumpy trope, it's also the best friend brother trope, or in this case, sister. So there's the two main characters, Ava and Alex. Ava has an older brother named Josh, and he's going on this like study abroad thing or something. I don't know what it is, but he's gonna be in Central America for quite a bit. So he asks Alex, his best friend, to like keep an eye on his sister while he's away. And I already went into how that was just, you know, not right in my opinion, because mind you, all three of them are grown as hell. Ava's 22. I don't know how old Josh is. I think Alex is like 26 or something, or 27, I don't know. But they all grown as hell. Why do you need a constant babysitter for your sister? And she's 22 years old. But that's besides the point. So Josh ends up coming back at one point, and when he comes back, he finds out that Alex is dating his sister Ava. So he does like the whole big brother overprotective bit where he's like, if you hurt her, I'll kill you, da 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 da, all that stuff. Spoiler alert, Alex ends up hurting Ava, and he hears about this and he comes back to kick his ass. Like, my only issue is like, y'all are grown as hell. Like, why is this such a problem? Like, truly, what is the problem with your best friend dating your sister? Is it like you don't think he's good enough for her? Are you having some kind of alpha male reaction to protecting your sister or something like that? Like, it's okay to want to protect your little sister, but this is doing too much. This is clearly doing too much. And I'm like, also, Josh, you don't even live in America anymore. Why are you worried about it halfway across the world? What your sister is doing, who she's screwing, who she's falling in love with, and why does it matter if that's your best friend? Like, are you really gonna stop being best friends? Okay, now if Alex hurts Ava, and Ava's like, Josh, he did me dirty. Okay, I can see how that would like break y'all up as friends. But if this girl has no issue with this man, that man being your best friend, and they having a time and they're okay with it, you need to calm down. That's the only way that, you know, this is like okay, I guess, in a sense. Like, if they're both fine and nothing's going on, like they're happy together, why are you doing all that mess? Why are you doing all that? I know there's some other books, movies, and shows that have this trope in it, but this was my big four, because if y'all have any other examples, like, let me know in the comments and stuff. So that concludes our video for today. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Do that for me. Let me know in the comments, you know, what are your thoughts about these shows and movies and the books having this trope. What do you think of it? And subscribe if you want to. I'll see y'all on the next go around. Okay, bye.